Hi, I hope you're having a great day. I'm Roger Walters, our church's Word Life Christian Fellowship. Over the past several weeks, we've been looking at a series entitled Hearing the Voice of God. I believe it's not just a groundbreaking series, I believe it's a life changing series, and it's impacted many of our lives thus far. There's nothing more important for us as believers than hearing the voice of God. The voice of God is like oxygen. As much as we need oxygen to breathe, the voice of God is like oxygen to us in our faith, in our walk with Him. And the goal of this series is for each of us to get closer to God, to be able to hear His voice. The Word of God tells us that my sheep hear my voice and they follow me. My sheep hear my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. And so, us hearing the voice of God to lead us, to guide us as a GPS, if you will. You just think about using your GPS, and your GPS leads and guides you to your particular destination. There's a particular destination that God has for you and me to go to, and His voice is our GPS. Say, make a left right here, make a U-turn, go, make a right, get on the highway. All of these things, the voice of God is that to you and me. As we conclude this series this weekend on Sunday, August 28th, we'll be looking at the right response after hearing the voice of God. The word of God tells us in Psalm 95, verses 7 and 8, if today you hear his voice, do not harden your heart. And so when we hear the voice of God, we go through all that we've been through thus far in the series. When we finally get to the point where we do hear the voice of God, he will have for us to do some particular things as we respond. And there's a right response and a wrong response into hearing the voice of God. And again, as we conclude the series on Sunday, August 28th, the Lord would have for us to contemplate the specific things that we need to do as we hear his voice. Now, as I mentioned, yes, so on Sunday, August 28th, we meet on Zoom. The meeting ID is 815-4957-4093. Again, 815-4957-4093. And the meeting passcode is 1816210. 1816210. And so we're just going to just tune in and hear what the Lord has to say to us. There's a specific response that he would have for us to do after we've heard his voice. And so I encourage you to come and worship with us. Again, hearing the voice of God is so important for us as believers, because without him leading and guiding us, I believe there's many a danger, toil, and snare into which we may become entrapped. But as he leads us and guides us faithfully, I believe that he'll lead us. The psalmist says, he leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So do make plans to join with us. Our God is truly loving. Our God is faithful, and he's just going to bless us as we conclude the series. And finally, on Sunday, the next time we meet for worship, it'll be on Sunday, September 4th. And on that day, we'll have the same, our Zoom meeting, but we'll be meeting in person. So the service will broadcast via Zoom, or we'll be meeting in person at the Westin Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. The address is 400 Corporate Drive. If you're here in South Florida, it's right at I-95 and Cypress Creek Road. And we'll be meeting live in person as we celebrate the faithfulness of our God. And he's faithfully kept us. He's faithfully led us for all these several weeks. Actually, it'll be our 52nd Sunday as we worship. We started Labor Day weekend last year rather, and we'll be celebrating a year Labor Day weekend this on Sunday, September 4th. Here's the meeting information. Again, live in-person worship, Sunday, September 4th at 10 a.m., the Westin Hotel, 400 Corporate Drive, Fort Lauderdale. And we're just going to have a good time. The theme of the event will be the faithfulness of God. And we'll just get together and worship with him. All right. And so, again, Sunday, September 4th at 10 a.m., Labor Day weekend. Do not miss that. We're going to have a blessed and special time. Our God is truly loving and faithful. And I encourage you to just come and worship with us as we bask in the presence of our holy God. There's so many exciting things that are going on in our church, and I cannot wait just to see what God does. This is His church. It's His vision, His ministry. Some of us get to play a part in a leadership role and so on, but we recognize it to be His church and His ministry. And I know He's going to do great things as we conclude the series. On Sunday, August 28th, and then as we meet in person on Sunday, September 4th. He's a loving and He's a faithful God. I look forward to what He will do in our midst. I pray that you have a blessed day. I look forward to seeing you at these services as God changes our world with His never changing word. May God richly bless you, and I'll see you soon. God bless. Bye.